What up YouTube? Darthub coming at you from a redstone world here. I am going to go over my Minecart Loader and Unloader. It's pretty much the same one that I had back on the PlayStation edition, but there were a few things that I think I may not have explained properly, and when I was going over it for a build of mine here in Bedrock, it didn't work where I thought it should, and so let's go ahead and get to this. So we're going to start with our track, and right here is where I would place my cart, but first we're going to place a hopper facing down, then we place our cart. Okay, and then into this hopper we're going to place another hopper facing that way, okay, and then we're going to take a comparator out of the side of that hopper. Either side, doesn't matter. Now this part's important, okay. You want to have the hopper that the comparator comes out of feeding sideways, okay. It cannot be feeding down, meaning you can't have it facing down into anything, and you also can't have it above that hopper facing that way, because what that'll do is it'll still feed down, and it feeds faster feeding down than to the side. So we'll go ahead and place our chest on top of there, place a block here, and I've got a lantern so I can see that I've got this hopper turned off. And the reason we want to slow down the items passing from there to there is because when the first item passes from this chest into that hopper, this turns on. Okay? We're going to put this into a falling edge monostable circuit, which will send a pulse when this turns off. Okay? Which means that if this is constantly, if this is dropping items faster than this is dropping them, this is going to flash. We need this to not flash. We need it to hold power until the line is clear, if that makes sense. But then we're going to place this into a block up, and then this side into a block up with a torch. Block down and out, and on this block we want a repeater on 4 ticks. We want a block up with a dust on that with a torch coming out of the side. We're going to bring a line of blocks out this way with a block coming out under that torch. Then we're going to dust this up, and you've got your loader. Now I will say it is very important that you have this on 2 ticks. If you do not have this on 2 ticks, the cart will not send. Let's go ahead and test this puppy. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and come over here, and we're going to throw some sticks in there, and we're going to flip the lever, flip the switch is what we're going to do, and then the cart's going to go and it's going to come back, and that happened. Okay, so if you'll look here, it'll send a pulse at 2, 3, and 4. Let's try it on 3. So let's drop 12 more in this guy and see what happens. Got a pulse. See, it didn't go. Okay, so there's your loader. Now your unloader is very similar. We're going to take this out. That was just a placeholder to make sure that the minecart came back to us. We'll go ahead and face the hopper out. Okay, any direction, doesn't really matter, just so long as it's not feeding downward. And then we're going to place a, let's see, some kind of container to put it in. A chest will not do, because this block has to be able to take power. So I'll use a barrel. And then I'm going to come out of the same side of this as we came out of on that side with a comparator. Let's go ahead and throw our powered rail back on that hopper, and then we'll do the same thing we did over there to a block up, and then one up on this side, and we'll put another torch and a torch, and block yet again with a repeater on. That's right, 4 ticks. Block up, dust, torch, And let's line this up. Yeah, it should be good. Actually, you know what? Let's make this a little bit prettier. Let's make this into a block up over here. That way we can get to our barrel a little bit better. And then one down here. What am I thinking? And that will be your circuit. And now we'll test this entire thing and toss those in there. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take these out of there so we don't have to wait so long at the other end. Okay, now I'll flip that and they will drop in. It went, it stayed. It went, it stayed. Bada bing, bada boom, loader, unloader. So if you like this video, go ahead and leave a like. If you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. If you like today's content, go ahead and check out my playlists. I've got everything set up pretty nice in there for you to find what you want to find pretty easily. It's been real. Peace.